G'day legends, welcome back to Mikey Talk. Today we have episode 32 and it is the first solo episode of 2026. So yeah, I thought I would jump on first off before we have any guests just to do a little recap of 2025, talk about New Year's and Christmas, and then just what's in store for 2026 while it's fresh in the mind. So yeah, firstly to recap 2025, it was very transformational year for me. So a lot of changes, some new things coming in, and just pretty much shifts across my whole life and business. So it was the first year of running Good Ideas solo, not having my team or the studio that I had. So I've done a full 12 months plus now of running that. So I feel like last year was setting up a lot of systems in place and also learning more about myself and what direction I want to take Good Ideas as a company, not only the type of work that we want to be doing, but also how the business fits myself from a lifestyle perspective, making sure it's like ticking all the personal goals that I have in store. So that was a big change. And then speaking of changes, moving back in to this room that I'm in at now. So going from my house in Abbotsford to now bunkered up in what used to be the family garage, and now it's kind of like a makeshift Good Ideas studio. So it's been really interesting living here for the year. It's really made me move the business to like a full kind of remote setup as well. Any work that I can do from here, I can do from anywhere. That's what let me travel to America for a month. Some things coming up this year that I'll talk about a little bit later. It's pretty much just been like setting up everything to be ready for all systems go. And then I guess from like more of a business side, working really closely with a few creatives, like especially Raf and Josh in particular have done pretty much like 90% plus of the work this year has been with him. So it's been really good growing our relationship. Like I remember the first project we did together was just over a year ago, which was for a logo for Crispy Burgers for an event they were throwing. It was like a car event at a parking lot. That was the first thing we did together, and we just like clicked, got along really well. Actually went to the event together, and that's where we met for the first time. And then since then have just been just working on pretty much everything together. Every time a branding job comes in, he's pretty much the guy it goes to, except for a few here and there that also Heather has helped out with. She's a gun with her stuff as well. But it's been really cool growing that relationship and like setting ourselves up for a big year and a big future together. So I just have full confidence in him, and I think together we can do a lot of cool work. And I just love the designs that he puts out, and he's like fucking such a weapon with branding and his knowledge of it. So it's been so cool to have lost the team, but then being able to like lean on him as a freelancer, and he's building like his own businesses as well. He's got Jaffle where they do websites and whatnot. So it's been a really interesting dynamic being able to bring our worlds together. I mean, heaps good ideas. It makes sense. Like that's the name that he's been running as. So all stars are pointing to that, and gonna keep growing that in this year. And then on a personal note, new relationship with Heather. So that started just like nearly about to hit our 1 year anniversary. So pretty much like spent all of 2025 growing a new romantic relationship as well, which has been so sick. She's just like the coolest chick, super motivated and driven with her own businesses as well. And I feel like that's been something that I've really needed. Someone that is super ambitious and is building as well, because it's like, especially this phase I'm in for Good Ideas, I didn't think I was going to get into a relationship in 2025. I thought I was going to spend the whole year single, just growing the business. But it's worked really well because she's been in pretty much the exact same position. So we know that together we can get on the grind when it needs to, but we can also take the time to go travel, do whatever, because we've both built kind of lifestyle businesses for us. I'm so happy with the position that's in, and just being able to build that relationship together is like, it's been fucking sick, and I'm super excited for what the future has for us as well. My sister's getting married next year, and she's asked her to be a bridesmaid, so that's super sick. having our first Christmas and stuff together was awesome as well. Like just two kind of big families, like very social, very fun. So yeah, just like did not expect that to come into the year in 2025, and yeah, it's been so nice. Happy little accident. Um, yeah, that's pretty much like everything I really wanted to talk about for the year. In previous episodes, I've gone into more details on like the work that we worked on. Some sick clients came in. Really excited about the projects that kind of like in the middle of being worked on at the moment, and then all the ones that we wrapped up last year were just so cool. And I feel like I've got more clarity now on the direction that I want to take, good ideas in terms of the work that I want to have coming in, especially in that brand building phase, working with founders that maybe haven't got a brand identity yet, or they have one that doesn't match where their business currently is trying to go, and then working together in a kind of cooperative partnership to then build that brand. That's just like what came in last year. That's what I was really enjoying, and that's what I'm going to be making like an intentional focus on bringing in more this year as well. So to talk about Christmas and New Year's, so yeah, Christmas full on as always. Had like Christmas Day at Heather's place, Christmas Eve in Chelsea's new house with the 4 kids, all stayed there together, played some Catan. Lockie, our little brother, went fucking nuts on presents this year. So it was the most excited I'd been about Christmas, especially like unwrapping presents. I feel like not just Lockie though, everyone went all out this year on the gift giving. So it was it was a lot of fun, and I feel like we've kind of like set a new bar for what Christmas is, and we're all trying to be. I can imagine us all trying to top that this year. And then New Year's, which New Year's is my favorite time of the year every year, because we have Dal Ocal, which is a music camping gathering for friends that we put together. I think this was like year 6 or 7. I can't quite remember, but pretty much every New Year's on like the 28th of December, me and my mates head into the bush and spend a day or so building a stage. We bring like generators, toilets, like everything you need for like full kind of festival setup, but we do it intimately just for ourselves. So every year there's like between like 20 to 50 people. This year was, I'm not sure, maybe like 45, 50 people. And yes, I spend a day like setting up everything, getting to like see everyone. Like the crew has a lot of people up in like Byron, Northern Rivers up that way. So to have that gang kind of come down and then mix with the guys from Vic is, yeah, it's so nice knowing that at the end of every year we have that. And then yeah, being able to bring Heather to her first one as well was super exciting. Getting to kind of like relive it through her eyes. And yeah, everyone's kind of like getting older and maturing more, so we're understanding how to put this on better. Like it's more of a seamless process every year, and just the music that we have is fucking insane. So lucky to have like such talented DJs as mates. All of them individually just like keep growing every year. So many different styles of music, from the techno to the drum and bass to I played a little bit of hip hop this year. That's my third set as well, so I've been getting into it a little bit, which is super fun. I really love like having that as another creative outlet. The side trance, like just every genre of music, someone like that's someone's domain. So then when we party together for 5 days over New Year's, the crew that like organize the set list and what DJ is playing at what time do a very good job as well of making it flow so well. But yeah, just very grateful to have like such a good crew, and just to be able to have like that music on the sound system that we have as well. It's just like it is fucking like a festival that we get intimately just for us, and it is crazy that we have that, and then we get to do that every year. So then I feel like when the years are going on, honestly, I feel like my year leads up to just that New Year's event. So then when I'm there, it's like, all right, it's no phones, no reception. It's just like us in the bush with good music, good company, and no distraction. So really don't have to like stress about what's going to happen in the next year or what's happened the year before. Like in that moment, it's just purely enjoying the vibes and having a good time. Yeah, so that was great. Anything else I want to talk about that? Yes, of course. Got to talk about Peter, man. Peter Zabo, shout out, fucking absolute legend. one of the key organizers for the event. He's the one that knows how to do all the audio and all the cabling. Man, there's like so many fucking cables. So the first day, we set up all the speakers and the lasers and shit, and then Peter just has to spend hours like setting up all the cabling. And I know he looks forward to this event more than nearly anyone else that I could think of. And then unfortunately on, I think the second day, he was trying to recreate some stupid fucking like TikTok trend. It's like a Twilight meme, where you like run at full speed and you look like a vampire or some shit. I don't really know what it is, but his girlfriend Harriet was filming him running at full sprint so she could make this video. And then when he's running, fucking like, it must be a ditch or something in the ground, and his leg kind of extended and the pressure from his foot hitting the ground dislocated his hip, and the dislocation then broke his pelvis. So it like wiped him out. He was just on the ground. It was like scenes for a little bit. The ambulance had to come down, and then he ended up having to get airlifted out to the hospital that could actually pop it back in. Poor guy had his hip popped out for like 17 hours or something ridiculous. So yeah, that was quite a full-on event to quite a full-on thing to happen during the event. The next day after that and that night was like definitely somber energy. Everyone was like pretty like sad and like distraught just for Peter and just for him to not be there. But something really interesting it did is it actually brought the community together in such a strong way. It's like we all kind of like trauma bonded over this, and we knew that Peter would have just wanted us to have the best time possible, so we kind of owed it to him. And then New Year's Eve just absolutely sent it, in honor of Peter, and had the fucking best time. So we didn't let it ruin the mood. And then like the New Year's party was crazy. Usually the music stops on New Year's Day at like 10 a.m. and then we'll pick up again in the afternoon. But this time, like, we sent it New Year's Eve. Music went all the way around through the morning. DJ and Tom did a back-to-back from like 4 a.m. for 9.5 hours. So I went to bed at like 7 a.m., woke up at 10 a.m., and it was still going. Like the dance floor was in the exact same state as when I left it. So yeah, the music went through the whole day. I had my set then at like 3:30 on New Year's Day, and then we kicked on all the way through to by about like midnight, 1 a.m. that night. So yeah, 5 days of hectic partying, but it's so wholesome as well. We got such good workshops during the day, like some heart meditations, some finance workshops, even like pretty much everything you can think of. A little bit of yoga. Pez runs his cooked mobility, which is like nearly a highlight every year that we do that. Pretty much like 9-10 p.m. on New Year's Eve, everyone brings their yoga mat down to the dance floor, and Pez, who's a qualified and trained osteo, runs us through this mobility session that he calls cooked mobility, because it gets all our bodies back into shape to dance for as long as possible, especially after a bit stiff, maybe from 2 days already of partying. So that coming in, that's probably a reason why the dance floor went the whole way through New Year's Day. Everyone was in limber and prime condition to just have a boogie. So yeah, absolute luck success. Already looking forward to next year's one. And then it was nice also to see GoFundMe set up for Peter after, and everyone just like kind of rallied around that. And because he is self-employed with his audio setup shit that he does, so not being able to work for 3 months, 4 months, however long he's out with this rehabbing and the recovery from the hip means he physically cannot work and is without income. So it was super cool to see how the community could come together and support him on that. And it's nice to know that we've got our backs covered. Like, it's not just Peter. It's like, if this happened to anyone, or if anyone is in a situation in the future where we need the help and support everyone, it's so nice knowing that there's a good group of people. And I guess like that is why community is so important. Everyone talks about it like so much, and it's like such a strong thing that people try to build. But then like this for me was an example firsthand of like why it's important. And that's why from here, like, not that I've ever taken it for granted before, but definitely it just like it did bring it stronger together, and that's what an experience like that will do. And then I guess like onto 2026. So from a business side, what I touched on earlier about like that specific kind of well, not so much a niche, but a specific offering that Good Ideas offers around the founders that need to build a brand, and just like have struggled to find a way to make their brand identity match what they need it to. It's like coming in and like really just going hard on that. All the systems that were set up last year means that I can take on probably like 4 or 5 times as many projects of that as I did last year. So now it's just working out how to turn that tap on. And the biggest thing for that, and where my priority is at the moment, is going to be shifting attention to marketing. I've never done any marketing for Good Ideas, never run any ads or anything. So now that I can take on that volume of work, it seems like the next logical step. So I've just set up an offer page that Josh and his partner for Jaffel, Reese, built for me, which kind of talks a little bit more about this, and it looks fucking sick. I'm really happy with that. Got a few testimonials from clients, and just really enforces our messaging, what we're trying to do, who we're for, and the service we provide. So now that that's up and running, the next stage is to start playing around with some creative and running ads towards it. That's like static ads, video ads, whatever it is. So I'm really excited to like play around with that Q1 this year and see what happens. And then I'll pretty much do that until the tap gets turned on fully and until I can't handle any more projects. But I would love to be in a position where my months are booked out, like already knowing in March, these are the 4 or 5 branding jobs that we have in March, and just being a couple months ahead. So I'm not just going kind of month to month, not knowing what revenue is coming in. And yeah, it's very achievable. So that's what I'm excited for. That's where the priority is going to be set, at least for Q1 this year. Going to be spending March in Bali with Joe, who came. I met him in New Zealand at the residency that I went to last year with Art of Mondays, and he came and stayed with my family in December, so towards the end of last year. And man, I love that guy, and it was so good just having him at my house for a couple of days. So I'm excited to spend a whole month in Bali with him and Heather. He's also really good with this type of ad work and like the offer pages and running ads and whatnot. So I'm sure we'll be locking down together to work out some real business development. And then I know he's building his own personal brand at the moment, and he's got his own things in the works. So yeah, just be me, Heather, and Joe locked into a fucking nice little pad in Bali for a month. So really looking forward to that. And then with my personal brand, I've kind of spent like the last week kind of working out really what I want to be focusing on with my own content, what I'm putting out there, and the 4 pillars that I've kind of come up with. One is Mikey Talk. I loved doing this last year, pretty much an episode every week, which was sick. Like 31 episodes since I started it, and I've really enjoyed hearing about people's stories. Being able to interview people is a craft that I never had unlocked, and I'm really enjoying that creative outlet. And I'm keen to grow the channel in this year. Keep doing what I've been doing. Maybe won't be like as rigidly doing an episode every week. I kind of set myself that goal when it started, just to get it off the ground running. But I've got other things I want to focus on as well. So yeah, I would love to be doing like 2 to 3 episodes a month, more interviews. Notice got a new mic. This is first episode with a new mic. That's the only thing that kind of I think had been letting down the channel a little bit, is the quality of the audio. Just using this like fucking camcorder from the early 2000s, and the audio off it, like, it does a job, but it's definitely not the best. So yeah, it'd be cool to like then get that increased. New logo, some new branding, very much like old school MTV vibes. Just completely ripped that logo and put the Mikey Talk on it. So that's like number 1 pillar that'll be growing this year. The second pillar is Mikeyangelo, which is my art account. I've really loved just making more art this year and getting better with Microsoft Paint. For Christmas this year, I decided to do a custom artwork for everyone. So I had 14 artworks that I smashed out in about 2 weeks coming up to Christmas. It was hectic. It's probably like nearly more than I could chew, but got it done. And then it was fun at Christmas giving a framed print for everyone. So yeah, like did a Jokic as an AFL player for Daniel, custom Catan board for Lockie, some portraits, did Granny with the cat, did my dead dog for Mum. What else did I do? My sister did a portrait of their house. For Heather, I did a motivational poster with her cats. So yeah, there's a few more there as well. and just had heaps of fun doing that. So I want to post more art when I'm inspired to, and just like get more creative with that. So that's second pillar. Third pillar will be like CEO business content, which I've done a bit of in the past, more LinkedIn posts, but it's more like talking about myself from an entrepreneurial position, what's going on with good ideas, things that I learn, and yeah, just like general business shit, because that fucking G's me up. I'm really excited about business, and I love talking about it. So I want to keep that as a pillar of content that I bring into my own personal brand. And then the final pillar is like future tech, is what I'm calling it. So all things AI. I've been using AI so much last year, and it's like completely changed my business. It's like being able to set up all my systems and everything through it so easily. It's like I just fucking love it, and I think there's good ways to use it and there's bad ways. Like no one likes reading an email that you can tell straight away is just AI generated, or like a LinkedIn post that has no thought to it. It's just like, all right, I'm just fucking putting it out there. AI slop is what they call it. So avoiding that, and then like more clever ways that you can actually use AI to make your life and business better. So I'll talk a bit more about that. And then also my little brother Lockie got me a Metaquest, which is a VR headset for Christmas, and I've been playing around with that, and fuck, it is so much fun. I know I find I've never been a big gamer. I don't have a PlayStation or anything, but I just find VR so funny and entertaining. So I'll make some more content around that as well, just showing like where technology is going on that side, and then maybe bring them together. I know there's some apps where you can for muralists to put sketches, their designs like into the metaverse, into the Metaquest, and then you can map it up onto a wall, put the headset on, see your design on the wall, and paint the mural kind of like directly with the headset on. So like that's a way I can kind of bring my Mikeyangelo and the Metaquest stuff together. So yeah, so I've got some funny ideas around that. Would love to do an exhibition this year as well at some time. That would be sick. I've been thinking about that for a while. I've been loving the art side of things, and it'd be cool to bring that all together. So yeah, fucking heaps going on. Like I'm determined to get it all done, and I have the time as well. Like it's not like this is unrealistic. Like this is exactly why I created my life like this. Like these are the things I want to be doing. These are the things I'm passionate about and that excite me and kind of make up who I am. So I kind of owe it to myself to not just let weeks go by without doing anything. Like I should be posting content at least 2 or 3 times a week from one of these 4 pillars, not being so rigid like it has to be exactly this. I want there to be room for inspiration and to do kind of like what I'm drawn to and what I'm feeling passionate about in the moment, but definitely they're like the 4 key things that I want to like be talking about this year. And then good ideas, the other things I'm excited about, that good humans will come back up probably, I would say like maybe April, May, as the weather gets a bit colder. So we'll start releasing more hoodies there. That was such a fun little campaign that we ran in 2025 that is going to be a key part of Good Ideas for the foreseeable future. So really keen to pick that up again. And then now that I've got this offer page built out, the next thing that I want to work on for Good Ideas after the branding's kind of filled out is like getting our shop up and running again. So building out the online shop. I'd love like to start working on the e-com side of Good Ideas, get the products going again, hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, whatever it is, like just having a platform online that we can experiment with and have some fun creating products and selling them. So yeah, that's what an outlook of 2026 looks like. I'm not sure who the first guest episode will be. I've got a few in mind, and then we'll start some outreach in the next week or so to fill up hopefully February with some really cool interviews that I can bring to you. So we'll see how I'll go exporting the audio from this. Hopefully it comes out well. You'll definitely notice a difference if it has. Also my first time using a mic, so I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I'm kind of working it out on the fly. So let's see what happens. If not, we'll default to just using an AI audio enhancer to make it sound good anyway. But yeah, I'm determined to make the quality of audio for these interviews match the quality of interview for you guys, so you can actually enjoy it better. That's my commitment to you. But yeah, what a year 25 was. Really excited for this year 26. I think it's gonna be fucking ripping. Year of the horse, ready to gallop, ready to go and kick some serious goals. So yeah, let's see what happens this year.